Hi there. Welcome to the mobility classes. I'm so happy that so many of you have, maybe out of desperation, have signed up for them and have shown interest in getting the mobility kits. I did want to just start, so when I start the classes, when I've held them up, I've done a little info session before, but because we're having the classes an hour in length, they are during your potential work day, that I wanted to go over a couple of little housekeeping things and also just how to use the balls. So we can go into that later and I can always connect with you individually, but I wanted to go through a couple of the things and the intent behind the classes. Well, one, if you are a client here and it's now been a month, my body is feeling it. These balls and my children have acted as surrogates for my adjustments. So I feel you. I feel your pain, your literal pain. So the intent was really to stretch out the time between adjustments and mobilize joints and give input to your system. And now it's really turning into a replacement. So I'm sorry about that, but that's all we got right now. I had a little cheat sheet that I'm looking at. So why do we use the balls overall? Aches and pains, discomfort in activated muscles or muscles that are grippy and grabby. If you bought the kit, you got a Coregeous ball. So honestly, one of my favorite things in the world is lying on this ball through my abdomen and diaphragm. So it really helps to deactivate or just sort of decompress your vagus nerve, which is really helps what they call the parasympathetic system. So increasing the breathing through your diaphragm. So the moment you lie on it, you already feel relaxed. I really like it for, again, just increasing that capacity and the movement through the rib cage. Energy levels. I find that when you do feel achy and stiff and tight everywhere, you also feel tired, right? Where is your energy going? It's going to the tight muscles. It's not going to a healthy facilitated joint that's moving really well. It's going to a lot of dysfunction. So we don't want too much dysfunction in our bodies or in our joints. We want to be functional. And posture. We've all been slumped over into a big heap of mess. So keeping us upright, really. And again, almost just like lying on those through sort of mid-back is enough to create some awareness through the body to keep you upright. So when would you use them? I would say post-exercise. I would say anytime you're feeling achy, headachy, anytime you're feeling some of your symptoms come back, anytime you want to decompress and add a little bit more relaxation. Everyone's just getting on your nerves or you're sitting at your desk too much. Give yourself 5 minutes. Sometimes that's all it takes to decompress on these balls. Another thing I did want to talk about, good from bad pain. So good pain is when the intensity reduces. If you give it like 10 seconds, it should come down. If it's increasing rather than decreasing, I would say come off that area. Usually I would say sometimes it does take a minute to really feel that, but if something is increasing, then I would come off. If you start to feel, you may not feel it till the next day, but a lot of swelling, that's also not a good sign. Other bad pain, again, like if you really can't take a full breath. So if you're there and you're kind of panting and you really can't seem to relax, even after you've talked yourself through it, then I would probably come off. Sometimes you just need to ramp up into these things or your body is telling you no. Things that you know that good pain is overall full body tingling, like when you do a yoga class. Hopefully you know what that feels like when your whole body is feels oxygenated and you feel like, you know, there's energy running from the top to the bottom. So good, so good. Also, again, when you feel like you can take a nice deep breath, when your whole body does a big sigh of relief, when you can feel heat move into an area, again, the blood flow is moving, all of those things are good, I say good pain. And what I wanted to go is through 4 different techniques that we'll be using for the balls, just so you can also become a little bit more aware. So one of them is really just straight on compression. So if I'm lying on my stomach here, that it's straight on compression, just holding and breathing and relaxing. Same thing if I have it through my pecs and I'm lying on my stomach, straight compression. So you're actually just feeling the weight of your body make contact with the ground, and you're just relaxing. So that's sort of the most basic. Cross fiber. So if a fiber is running this way, then you're going across it. So you're going sort of back and forth. So that's the next way of doing. So if my fibers are running this way on my forearm, then I'm taking the ball and I'm going cross fiber. So that's sort of the next one. Pin and stretch. Maybe you can see me here. I love this one for shins actually, but pinning against the ground and then doing another motion to kind of stretch out or torque that area. So now this is on my shins. So I'm pinning and then I'm stretching. So that's another great technique. And then tense and release. So I would be, again, I'm going to use this one because this is also a great one that we'll do at our workshop for the stress and the stress one, that we're going to do squeeze. I'm squeezing my belly and then I'm relaxing and I'm letting that ball sink into my abdominal area a little bit more. So squeeze, I'm tensing my abdominal muscles and releasing and letting go. That tense and release has a really nice way of showing your body what tension looks like, and then what can I do when I fully let it go. And it just allows the ball to sink into those, the milieu of all that fascia and connective tissue really nicely. So I'm hoping this is going to help prepare you for the workshops that are coming up. I am always open to suggestions and feedback, so you can always email me and let me know your thoughts ahead of time or after, and I'm happy to, you know, help curate things for you that are going to help get you through these crazy times that we're in, and give your body a little bit more TLC until we see you in person. All right, we will see you on Zoom soon. Goodbye.